uh, the Atlantic trade slavery. I mean, the Atlantic slave trade, the conquest of the Americas, and then the territorial dispute that's being caused by this territorial nation. There's still much slavery to be discussed. So you can get in your little minivan and drive off like you heard the worst, which you did, like you heard the worst news in ages. Forget about the stock market crashing. Your ass is going into slavery.
We're just getting the beginnings of how we went into slavery and why.
And we still have to go into how long we were in slavery, what kind of slavery we were in, when we're going to get out of slavery, how we're going to get out of slavery, and what to expect after that. There's still a lot to be talked about. But we're in and out of daylight. It's basically the Sabbath now. Now it's dark. But we're going to keep going. We're going for a little bit. We'll go for a little bit.
All right, this is Ezra 9 and 7. Since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass unto this day. And for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to a spoil, and to confusion of face.
Damn, that's a whole lot.
As it is this day.
That's a whole lot of punishment right there. You read that again.
Ezra 9 and 7. Since the days of our fathers have we been in a great trespass unto this day. And for our iniquities have we, our kings and our priests, been delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands.
The kings of the lands.
So we were kings, we were kings, we were priests,
We were the top of the top. We were the cream of the crop. There was nobody else besides Yahweh Shai that was above us. So how do we fall so hard, man? We broke the laws, statutes, and commandments, and not to mention the heart of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. We messed it up. Burned those bridges. And if I were to tell any of you white people, hey man, if you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, you can make it. Even if I made it easy for them, they still wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh, they would still go and live their own life.
They would have sex with pigs, have sex with dogs, have sex with their brothers and sisters, be pedophiles. Because Job was like, man, I'm not even going to put you with my fucking dog. I think it was Job, it might have been Isaiah, but... And Job was not an Edomite. Job is not an Edomite.
They don't have a way to live by. They don't have someone telling them how to live, how to go by. Because that's how we were before we came into the truth. But when we started understanding the knowledge of the scriptures, that's what made us. That's what moved us.
Oh, that's what moves us to come back to who we really are.
Because it's not of our goings.
Because look, right now we're Hebrew Israelites. But what if we were crazy ass Mexicans talking about? Well, I don't know what the hell we be talking about. I don't even know. I don't even know how to think like that anymore. I don't even know how to think like that anymore, man. I'm over that shit. There's no such thing as me being a Mexican unless I'm at work. Because you have to be something at work. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Issachar.
It says back in Ezra 9 and 7, delivered into the hand of the kings of the lands, to the sword, to captivity, and to a spoil, and to confusion of face, as it is this day.
Confusion of face, there you go, right there. See, that's a big one. Because every time an Israelite, like Sam, Solomon. Slovakia. Solomon would be half Chinese or half Japanese. Half Japanese, huh? Oh shit! And King David was a half Moabite. If you want to get it like that. King David's mom was a Moabite. A Chinese woman. King David was half Chinese, if you want to put it like that. And his son, King Solomon, was, I guess you would say, a quarter Hebrew Israelite. And then the rest of Ammon and Moab. Man, so there you go. That's the beginning of confusion of faces. Man, so how much more are we confused now? Now we look like straight up Edomites. Some of us have light skin complexion. Some of us have blue eyes. Some of us look. We can't even say because we don't know that one of our fathers were dark skinned.
You might be a Mexican. Your father might be a Mexican, and your mother might be a white lady. But you might confuse yourself and think you're a white man.
And you're not. You know. So right now we were talking about slavery. We're gonna get a couple more scriptures, and then we're gonna close it out.
This is Ezra 9 and 8. And now for a little space grace hath been showed from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai our power, to leave us a remnant to escape, and to give us a nail in his holy place, that our power may lighten our eyes, and give us a little reviving in our bondage. So that tells you right there that we're in bondage. So it's saying that he's giving us a little space grace just so that we could escape from this bondage that we're in.
Yeah, and the bondage is thinking that the Lord is a white man. He's not a white man. He's a dark-skinned man. He only came from Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, this is St. Mark 12 and 32. And the scribe said unto him, Well, master, thou hast said the truth. For there is one power, and there is none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices. And Yahushua saw that he had answered discreetly. He said unto him, Thou art not far from the kingdom of Yahweh. And no man after that durst ask him any question. So nobody's asking us questions. Except for who? Except for Eli.
And it says the kingdom is not far.
It's not, man. All you have to do is understand. Well, what do? All you have to do is basically listen and not buck up. But what do? You hop into your little car, you turn it on, and you step on the gas. I bet you didn't even ask your priest or your pastor, what does this scripture mean? Is the lake of fire really going to be missiles? They could have asked that, huh? Because we were telling all these people that were like 4 or 5 people that got out of the car and went over there. And you people in YouTube land, you brothers in YouTube land, should know that when I direct this way or that way, and then I get louder, I'm asking these people a question. We're asking these people a question. And nobody wants to get into this conversation.
That's right. And they could see that this brother's holding a Bible. So what's the difference from them going inside this building and listening to the people reading that Bible than us reading this Bible? You know?
Well, the only difference is we ain't going to ask you for money. And we ain't going to hold your hand when you start crying about getting destroyed.
But that's what they think. They think, we want something from them.
We gotta give them something.
But we do want something. We want the elect. That's who we want.
And we want salvation. So, salvation and looking for the elect. Salvation, looking for the elect, and also getting the blood off our hands. Because if we don't tell you people that you're going to be destroyed, that's going to be on us. Like that brother said, don't bury your talent. You gotta work it. Come on, because even everybody has to work, man. Everybody has to work their talent. Even a demon has to work his talent. You know how when you're at work and you start thinking about fucked up shit? Those are demons getting into your brain, getting into your mind. Every time you start getting tempted, that's Satan tempting you with a demon. Demons are tempting you.
Every time you do something, but you do it in vanity, that's a demon, you know?
Man, you gotta be very careful, man.
Yeah, you be careful what you do. Your thoughts, everything.
Yeah, your thoughts will betray you.
Because it starts as a thought. And after that, then it starts going into the action.
Like a snowball effect. And then the next thing you know, your ass is in HR talking to the human resources. Hey, why you sexually harassing my people, my workers? Because you were listening to that fucking demon telling you, hey, this bitch is ready for you. When in reality, it could be further from the truth.
Because there's a reward for every sin, you know? You're going to have to pay for that sin.
Damn.
And if you're stacking sin upon sin, imagine how big that reward's going to be, you know? All that you have to pay for.
That's like being in debt. And the only way you can pay back that debt is to go into slavery, right? You have to go to prison, pay off what you couldn't. You don't got anything else?
So this is you know, just to keep the faith here in our bondage. Ezra 9 and 8. And now for a little space grace hath been showed from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai our power, which is right now we got a little space grace, to leave us a remnant to escape and to give us a nail in his holy place.
So if he's leaving us a remnant to escape,
giving us just barely enough to escape.
Just a little bit. Hey, this is that little bit of time. This is that little window of opportunity. You better take advantage of this opportunity. Because I know those people over there eating ice cream ain't listening. I could yell as loud as I possibly can. They'd rather have their ice cream. And these so-called Christians, they don't even want to talk about the scriptures. They just want to hop in their little car and get the hell up out of Dodge. Oh, I better leave right now because these guys know a lot. These guys are breaking down the scriptures, not like this lazy ass pastor over here. And that's what you really are afraid of. You're afraid of not knowing anything. Just jump into the waters already.
It says, and to give us a nail in his holy place, that our power may lighten our eyes, and give us a little reviving in our bondage.
This is that little reviving in our bondage, because now we're serving bondage, and it's bringing us a little life to know that we're Israelites. And that hooked me up so much to know that I was an Israelite, to know that I am an Israelite, to know that there's going to be a chance for salvation for me, and also to know that my enemy is going to get fucked up. The Most High is going to kill all these white men.
That's right. Because that's who our enemy is, because it says that he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, and he's the one that put the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in slavery. Because this used to be our land. You know?
This all used to be our land, and it was all good, and then until what? Till 1848. In 1492. Those are the dates you can look up. And that'll tell you that it was not a good time for certain people. And it was a good time for Esau, and it was a bad time for Jake. That's how you should put it, huh? That's how you should say it. You got a last scripture?
Because it says that our power may lighten our eyes and give us a little reviving in our bondage. So part of that lighting our eyes is that we're not blind. We're not blind anymore, so we're getting a little bit of light shown onto us.
Yes, so with that we're going to say Kahalam Laihawa Bahashim Yahweh Bahashem Rachak Kodash.
Kahalam Laiha Bashim Yahushai Bashim Makak Kadash.
Shalom to the elect.